So you guys excited? I want to hear all about your dating traditions. We're all in very different areas, so I'm really excited to kind of just jump into it.
Step up slow, check your breath, check your flow. Eye contact, not in my chest. You know, say your name first, that's for mine, don't guess. Talk like a grown man, not a group chat text. May I meet you? That's the line, keep it simple, keep it true. May I meet you? Not you so bad at what that body do. Respect in your tone, in the words you choose. May I meet you? That's how men approach, that's how men move. Listen in, don't rush, don't spin. If I say nah, you step back like grand. Nice to meet you anyway, that's the win right there. Confidence with kindness, that's a vibe we share. Don't grab, don't lean in close. Space is gold, treat it like it shows. Compliment my mind, not just how I look. If you really wanna win, that's the playbook.
That was my first experience, and I have
That's the
no love
playbook.
about it.
May I meet you? That's the line, keep it simple, keep it true. May I meet you? Not you so bad at what that body do. Respect in your tone, in the words you choose. May I meet you? That's how men approach, that's how men move. Listen, so you walk upright, voice calm, eyes kind, clear view. Learn from women how to talk, how to move. Stamped on the groove, abstract Asia podcast.
Hello and good morning or good evening or good night, wherever you are in the world, guys. Today is episode 3 of May I Meet You from Abstract Asia podcast. And today we have a really special episode where usually we talk about dating, but we're actually talking to people who are dating today. We have the awesome Yuli K. Hello, Yuli, a great content creator in our ecosystem. And Theo, who is a builder and creator in the ecosystem. But I wanted to give you guys a second to introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about what you do here in the space and the abstract community before we dive into it. So we can start with you, Yuli.
Oh, with me? Like I have to introduce myself? Oh my god.
Yeah, start. Gentlemen,
All right,
start.
all right, all right. I'm just a content creator, I'm just a girl, just a video content creator. I quit my full-time Web3 job at the marketing agency last September because I felt like burning out. I felt like I'm not doing the right thing. And then I just discovered that I really love video content. So that's where I am right now. I've been in this space for almost 4 years, almost 5 years now. Damn, yes.
Wow.
Since early 2021. Yeah, true.
Oh my God, that has been 5 years. Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. There we go.
And
Basically,
Theo.
it's my turn. So yeah, about abstract ecosystem, I started since day one of the mainnet, and since day one of the mainnet, I'm a streamer. I'm a content creator on X. So I started to create content on X with abstracts because it was something very interesting and really a kind of vision I had since I started crypto in 2017. So yeah, I started to create content and I grew from 300 followers to now 4.4K followers. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm so active. I CTO'd Poly back in the days. Now I'm a bit less active around Poly, but I'm still continuing to be active in the community to deliver things and to try to make things better. So that's why I'm also working on something for creators right now. We'll talk about it later, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are two people who are really, part of the fabric of the abstract community. You've been around so long, and you're these genuine personalities. People just associate with the vibe of the community. So it is like I am dying of cute of you two like pairing up. Like it's exciting me to know. But it's so adorable to me because we have so many instances in Web3 where we can go to IRL events and really connect with people on a personal way. And connecting in a relationship is a whole different kind of connection. And honestly, for the most part, something that people can't facilitate in a healthy way in this industry. So to sometimes find people who can connect on that personal level as well, with that understanding of like what Web3 is, so that you don't have to sit there and explain, what blockchain.
Yeah, that's cool.
is. Yeah,
That's
it's a
really
whole
cool.
different
Okay.
thing.
I'm not an alien anymore. With my ex, I was an alien, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing. But before we dive into the dynamics, I would like to ask you each about like your intro meetup story. Like, how did we get to the point where now we're dating? Like,
Mhm.
because everybody's story is like, you ask two people and they're going to be slightly different about the experience. So, like, Theo, from your perspective, what was it like starting this relationship?
So you mean how it started, right?
Yeah, like how'd you meet? Like, what was the
Yeah,
vibe?
okay. You want all the details. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
You want the story time.
No, you should have
Um,
expected me to be prying.
so first, let's say I saw Yuli on a stream on Abstract. And when I saw the stream, I was like, damn, she's like very cute, you know? And so I started to do some kind of comment just to see what, like, to be kind. Oh yeah, just to be active in the chat and to be seen. Let's see, just to be seen. And then I sent her a message and I followed her on X, but nothing. And then 1 month later,
Then I replied to, all right, it's
yeah,
your
yeah,
story.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so then like she replied, but very quickly and nothing. Like I saw there was almost nothing, so I just said, okay, maybe she's just not interested. That's fine. I will not send on any other message and let her alone. And then 1 month later, I posted a picture for my birthday, and then she saw this wonderful man. From what she said, that's what I, not my words, and she like commented the picture, and the way she commented with those emoji, it was like, you don't comment that if you're not interested in the person. So I was like, okay, let's try to just message her again in a cool way. And it started from there, and then we talked again and again and again, and then we start to do video calls together. And after a few weeks, we met together in France, and then the relationship started very quickly.
Very quickly.
Very quickly. So you guys hit it off quickly. Yuli, was it different from your perspective? Do you remember a little differently, or are there some extra details that he didn't pick up?
Tiny tiny details. Like, yeah, I remember that he was trying to help me, something like something wasn't working on the live
Yeah.
stream, and he tried to be like really helpful, and then he messaged me on X and I replied, and I think then he messaged something else, and I just like it wasn't even my intent to ignore him or something. It just I'm bad at conversations on X unless it's like business client project related. Then I can just like open, and then I may forget to reply, and then I postpone, and so I just forgot. I simply forgot, and then I never went back to it. And then, yes, like his birthday is June 13th and my birthday is June 20th, so it's literally 1 week difference. Gemini. And I commented something like happy birthday fellow Gemini or something like
Yeah,
that.
with the cat and the love emoji in the
Aww.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was special for him, but for me what was special is that I really liked his smile, and his eyes were like, he seemed to be like a really kind person to me. and and it means a lot to me if a man is, well, he's handsome and kind, so it was like already out of those things I was looking for in a man, those were already like really important ones. And yeah, and then we just started talking, and even like during video calls I noticed there was like something, the way he looked at me, it was like, damn.
Oh, it's so cute. I can't take it.
And I was in Vienna and he was in France.
Yeah.
And so we were chatting, and I was like, I'm a digital nomad and I'm not really like connected to this place, or like nothing really holds me here, and I haven't planned my trip yet. So I was like, I can even come to France, I can come to Bordeaux and just book Airbnb there, because like, why not? At least I will know one person in the city who could like show me around, and he was like, no, like no way that you would come. And I said like, why not? I had an opportunity. And so then, yeah, we were just talking on the video constantly, like pretty much every day during a month.
Yeah.
And then next thing, he meets me at the airport with flowers.
Of course.
Which is also super important.
Well, let's pause there to make sure the audience hears. He showed up with flowers.
Flowers, guys. Flowers.
Guys,
Keep
I
that
want to
in mind.
emphasize that real quick.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Continue, Yulia. I just want to make sure everybody heard that in stereo.
Yeah, and that, like, we both were, I mean, I was really nervous. You were nervous too, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Always. It's the first time you meet
Yeah.
someone, so of course there's this little
And
bit of
and
yeah.
so when we were like talking before how this would go, like, can I tell like everything, right?
Yeah, you can
And
share.
so he said at first, he said that like he lives, his parents live in the town nearby, so like he would probably like meet me at the airport, then take me to the apartment, just let me be, and then we would like meet on the weekends, go on walks, or he would show me around, like be my guide and everything. But what happened in fact is that he never went back. Like, I mean, he just met me, and just in case, he had his stuff in his car.
In case,
Listen, that's a
And-
Web3 builder. He was ready for any direction to pivot, and I can appreciate that. Okay.
and he just stayed, and yeah. And we basically started dating since like day one, you can say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. They was born ready. Exactly. You have to be ready for every situation, even if it's the one you don't expect.
And
Yeah.
let me take a second, just thank the audience for coming. I mean, we have a bunch of people from the community, with Diego, Meow, OX77, AI, and obviously Nat in the convo on the side. And I think everybody is loving this.
Yay. Gem everyone. We love you.
I love that you guys were able to kind of use Web3 as this catalyst to connect, and then like it turned into something real, and there was like this spark.
It was early in our conversations. It was early on that I think I mentioned this first to him, that like it would be cool to date someone from Web3, because like, well, my ex, he was the person who introduced me to crypto overall. So like, even though it was different kind of relationship, it was really toxic from the mental perspective, but still, it was the person that introduced me to the space, and I knew that it's important for me to have like this thing in common. Like, since then, I knew that I would really want someone from Web3, or at least someone who knew about the space.
Yeah. Well, Yuli, I do have another question for you along those lines. We are in a male-dominated industry, and you meet tons of guys every single day. And I know probably you, like me, after a certain time of working in the industry, you don't see them as like guys. It's just like, okay, more people in Web3. Like, it becomes like a blur. You don't see everybody as like this relationship potential people. So it can take a lot for somebody to stand out, to be that kind of guy where you see him like this real person you want to connect with. So what was that spark for you where Theo just kind of stood out, and he was just like, wait a minute, somebody cooked here?
I know the answer.
What do you know? I can't even explain. I don't know how he has the answer. I can't even explain it. Just like it was meant to be to me.
Was like at a different tone, a tone of like talking? Was it just like
well, it definitely wasn't like pushy. It wasn't very, hidden type of conversation right
These
away.
don't walks, guys.
Yeah. It wasn't like
Most of the time.
It wasn't like and anything like that. He was really polite, respectful, kind. Yeah, all those things, like all the great qualities I would love to have in a person, like not judgmental as well, and just let things, kind of like flow without being all this. So
So he came in friendly, and it was just like that
Absolutely.
connection where this was somebody I just like and like talking to. Before, it was just like I just like and want to see what it can be more.
Yeah.
which I think
Yeah.
is super, super
Yeah.
important.
With online dating, that's the basics. Good looking. So first you're attracted with the person. Then second, it's like the feeling with conversation and message. And this is like the basic for online dating, I would say.
Mhm. Well, Theo, then like I want to follow up with you. Like, it is a male dominated industry, but there are a lot of women here and there are a lot of women who are content creators. And even our own ecosystem, like there's these blocks of people. And like with Yuli, I feel like sometimes in this industry we see people and we're like, oh, they're with this project, and you kind of see them as components of Web3, but not necessarily, oh my gosh, this is my dating field, right? So I do think it sometimes takes a little something special for people to break through that barrier. So what was it about Yuli that you were like, yeah, she's pretty. I mean, there's a million ways to be pretty, but
Yeah.
obviously there's something even more special beneath that was just like, okay, this is worth traveling with flowers for.
Yeah, so it was not only good looking, but it was also about the conversation we had. There was a feeling. So this is like very nice. But before that, I was like, damn, she's a singer. She sings well. She looks smart. So she's not just good looking. She's doing things. She's working with like companies. She's not just creating content and look empty, I would say. But yeah, it was something interesting, and I was curious to know more her. And then when I started to know her more, I discovered a nice girl. So yeah, I wanted to keep this conversation and to see how this feeling can stay, and it stayed. So then we both wanted to meet.
I love this so much. You have no idea. Like I'm exploding on the inside. I'm like, I can't deal with it. I just love it. I feel like it's such a special thing, and then we have such a nice close knit community that it just feels like,
Yeah,
oh,
but when I sent the message, I was like, no way this will work. Like, to me it was impossible to see Yuli interested or on something like that. So I was just, okay, I will try, and we'll see. If it's not working, I will just keep doing the things I was doing.
yeah. So like you guys are both working Web3, and obviously again, you both are so active in the abstract community. But you do unique things. You both have this personal unique appeal on your own. How are you able, like as a couple, to do things where you have your things where you're doing them together, and then kind of segment it where you're like, Yuli's like, all right, this is kind of my thing I'm working on over here, or Theo, you're like, I'm over here working on this. Like, how are you able to kind of like find that balance?
We're still figuring it out, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll
It
still
takes
figure it
time.
out because I'm working a lot. But the good thing is that she's content creator. I'm a filmmaker, video editor. So, I can help her to do better content
And he
and
does help
to have
me.
better deals. So,
That's based. Ladies,
yeah.
find yourself a guy who can do the camera work for you if you're a content creator.
And he never hesitates to take cute pictures for me, like always. And sometimes he's just like, he would do that like without me asking, which is like the most amazing thing when you look good, you feel good, and then your boyfriend is like, oh, let me take a picture of you. Like, guys, write this down. Like it's so nice.
I love that. And Yuli, so like as a content creator in Web3, like when you're somebody who's focused on building content, you go through these ebbs and flows, right? There's times where you have like a lot of inspiration, you're like, I'm hitting ground
Yeah.
running, I'm locked in. And then there's times as a creator where you're like, I'm struggling to come up with something that's going to be for the next video. I don't even feel like it right now. So it must be cool to have somebody who can help kind of spark that and keep that
Yeah.
momentum going, who understands the
100%.
industry you're creating content for.
Yeah, sometimes like we had this, like when I needed to film a video for a client, and like I have the script but I'm not sure about something, and I will show him the script, and he will always come up with some cool idea that will be like the cherry on top. So it's really important, and I'm very grateful for this.
So how are your Web2 friends, families responding to when you're like, I'm, meeting this guy at the airport and we're gonna hang out and see what happens?
You want to answer
You know,
first?
it's like all my friends I'll just have a not a normal life, but like the casual life you could expect. They live in the country, they have a job in the country, they are not entrepreneurs, they have their woman in the same country, speak same language. I'm like kind of alien. I'm doing things on Web3. I have my company, I work with clients all around the world. My girlfriend is from another country, I'm speaking English with her, not my native language. So I'm kind of an alien. So for them it's like, damn, this is like pretty original. So they look like this, like not something casual.
Yuli, did you get any weird reactions?
Not at all. Not at all. Like, first of all, I don't have like too many friends, but those friends that I have, they're either in Web3 already, or they know about this, and they're totally fine with this. And for example, like my family, my parents, they loved him before they saw him. They loved him from the way I talked about him, and my mom really liked his name, and she said that she has a good feeling. And they would, like, my parents would, when I know 100%, they would always support my decision. They would never care where he's from, what he's doing, because they trust me. And as my mom says, I know you cannot make the bad choice. So I mean, we all make bad choices sometimes, but this is not the case.
No,
Yeah, they were really supportive.
I mean, it's kind of different, right? You're able to show your friends and family, oh, this is the person I met online, and they have all this content and interaction, and it's a
Yeah.
different way of being able to introduce.
And-
You're
and
not
then
showing
we
somebody's
both-
dating profile.
And then we both have to play translators with our family. His parents do not speak English, they speak French. I barely speak French. My parents speak Ukrainian, and my dad barely speaks English. And so it's always, whenever we are with his parents or when I'm calling my parents, it's conversations with translation.
I mean, luckily we live in the technological age where there's always like,
It's fun.
you can
Yeah.
Google Translate everything. So
We are good translators too, I feel like.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're doing a great job.
So what's it like adjusting to an entire new environment in a new relationship for you, Theo? Because you're learning a lot. You're learning a lot about being with a person and being in a new place. Is it cool to have somebody so close and so intimate that can kind of show you around this place that just, it's kind of like a new environment? Or is it like just kind of like every day something is new?
So I would say it was that when we were in Poland and in Greece for 3 months. So she was showing me some place she already knows, and it was amazing to see the country I never been. But now it's her to be in my country. Now we're in France, so it's me being the guide, and she's not in a country she knows. And especially right now, we're like in a tiny village, so it's a bit complicated, But
So you guys are kind of switching back and forth, and
Yeah,
because we are preparing to move to Dubai too. So in a few months.
at least we would be in the same position, adjusting to new things.
Yeah.
that's what I just think that's new, and that's really, really cool. Where you guys are going to be able to kind of just have this first time living somewhere new as an experience together.
Yeah,
I love that. It like evens the playing field. It's not one person's like, I don't want to say territory, but somewhere one is very familiar and the other is very new. It's somewhere new for both of you.
Yeah, but what's important is that you have to be really supportive. Like he's really supportive when I'm here like on, let's say, on his territory, in his homeland. And when he was in Poland or Greece, I was trying to be more supportive and show some guidance whenever he needed.
But I was fine there, I'm fine everywhere, so I don't care.
I was trying to be supportive anyway.
I'm reading some of these comments, and it said, and actually we had one of the episodes where Meow mentioned that photography is a must skill for anybody that you would want to date? And I feel like it's something that's come up in every episode. And here we're in an actual episode where you're like, yes, this is what locked it in for me. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes we are like walking and I see like, there's like light from the sun just before the sunset. It's orange and I see this landscape with my eyes. I'm like, okay, come here, let's take a picture.
Yeah. So I'm highly recommending to any man in Web3, anybody in Web3 who's looking to date here, get your photography skills up. Obviously, that's the foot in the
Yes.
door. You need to know the person who likes angles. Like that's a must.
I can take pictures too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. So I mean, Theo, you do so many different things in Web3. Are there times where you're able to kind of just bounce ideas off of Yuli just to be able to get like that personal input of somebody who's right there and knows you personally, so they can be like, knows you well enough to be like, I don't know, or maybe you should shift that around, as opposed to like, sure, that's great. Like, is it a different kind of input?
I don't know. I would say like I have so
Say
many
yes,
things.
say it's better, say it's awesome.
It's awesome.
Instead of no, say no problem, my princess.
Don't worry, I'll help you through all of this. I can be a whole fairy godmother for you. We got this together. So you guys are planning on move. So I forgot to ask in the very beginning. Did you guys meet at a Web3 event IRL first, or just online and then you met?
Yeah, online and then we met.
Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
It was at the moment, what's funny, it was at the moment where like, so before I was like given my try and, going on so many dates, I was using mostly Bumble because I think that Bumble is like kind of the best out of all the like, well, can I say trashy apps that's out there. So Bumble was kind of like a safe option for me. I met some nice people there, some like friends, let's say, but yeah, nothing that I was looking for. And I was just like at the point where I was already, like year and a half alone, and I felt like I'm ready for a relationship, but then like none of those really like worked out. Or like if there was all I was looking in a personality, but damn, there's like no attraction and all those things. And then it just like worked its magic. I don't know how it happens.
I mean, it's a really special thing. Like I said, it's kind of unique to me to see. I mean, we've been here. We were just talking how long we were here. It's like, I mean, I was here. I started in Web3 in 2021 myself. So like 5 years. After a while, like you create this community that feels this friends and family, and you're like, this is not my dating pool. This is just people I know here. This is not how I see them. So I think it's just so special to find that different thing. So you guys are both in the abstract ecosystem. Are there any particular like apps or games that like you enjoy together? Like you both into a particular game and you can kind of like talk about it, or you're both into for this particular thing that happens on abstract and you're like, yeah, we both are, this is the thing that we connect with here.
Yeah, we already played some games on abstract. I remember some Pengu Clash game.
Yeah.
It's like easy, short to play when you are together, and you start to play Pengu Clash, and it's very easy. But then I play all the game when I'm alone too.
So have you ever considered maybe settling any disagreements or arguments using Pengu Clash?
I'm very competitive.
Yeah, she's competitive. She doesn't like to lose. So and then I want to win too. So I'm trying my best, and if I win, I win. Even if there are consequences behind.
I mean, I think that's good. It's you can do it 2 out of 3, right? You can't agree on like what you guys are gonna eat for dinner. You can Pengu Clash it out.
Yeah,
that's something we can do.
And then I will be mad for a little bit, but then I will calm down. That's fine.
Yeah. I can be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and at the beginning, I remember it's not about the games, but like I love abstract ecosystem, but at some point it was taking too much of his time from me, and I was like, How about we talk about
Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes back to, oh my gosh, Nat just said we have Chinese, Koreans, and Thai watching Dyla from the US interviewing a couple in France. That's about that's about as abstract coded as I think a podcast can possibly be. But yeah, that's got to be an interesting dynamic when you both are so entrenched in the space and so dedicated and so present, right? And then that presence has to change when you're in a couple, because you can't be 24/7 locked into something, because you have somebody else there that also needs, some
I want
attention.
attention. Yes, girls love attention.
So Yuli, what's a way that you try to pull that attention without creating friction? Like, are you just like, hey, in an hour we need to hang out, or is it
Yeah,
just
just like creating some, I don't want to call these rules, but like some, you know, some things that helps to balance it out. Like meet me halfway there, and I will meet you halfway here, let's say. Just negotiation.
Yeah, because I still want to work, and I'm working 7 days a week, morning to evening. So yeah, she wants time with me, and I try my best to give her my time sometimes. But there's days I'm just waking up, I'm working on the computer until 11 p.m. So
Yeah, but what's really cute is that even when like he's super busy and he's in this like focus mode, I'm trying not to disturb him, because sometimes, like, my mood is switching like a lot, like really a lot. Not just like I'm a woman, but I'm also very like emotional, and just like sometimes I'm saying I'm like a cat. It's like you're dating a cat. Some days I'm like, no, like don't touch me, I'm not in the mood, nah. And some days I will be like all the time, like, I want to hug him every minute, I want to be there. And what's really cute, what he does when I'm in the mood for a hug, let's say in attention, and he's busy, he just like allows me to be there, like he's working, and I'm like this. And
Aw.
I feel good, I can spend a few minutes like that, and it just makes that craving for attention, like it's filling in. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Well, Theo, you've been locked in doing so much. I feel like I look at the timeline, and a lot of my favorite content is just like, oh my gosh, Theo did this, sum up on this app, and that's really cool. So you've been so like part of this voice of abstract, and to be able to
yeah.
do that, you have to be pretty locked in.
Yeah,
So
it's been almost a year now since I started to create content on abstract, and only about abstract almost every day. So yeah.
yeah, I mean, you did this run through where every day you were doing like something different that was on the platform. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, this is a lot. But like on the real life side, like what are the cues before like Yuli says anything that you're just like, all right, she's gonna be needing me to back off this for a second? Or do you just wait until she says something and you're just like, I'm here, tunnel vision?
Both, I would say both. Even today, there is some time I'm like, okay, let's go in my tunnel vision, and when she says something, I would just accept and say, okay, let's do something with her. And you have to juggle with everything. And as I want to do so many things, I even lack of time to do all the things I want to do, and I also have to include the relationship in this. So yeah, I have to do concession about things I want to do, so I don't do them. But yeah, that's just
And some
life.
things we can do together as well.
Yeah, also.
Do you collab, like, not, I mean, I know you just said, takes pictures and does videos, but is there content that you're collabing on together?
Yeah. He helps me a lot, like with some video requests from projects that are like super important and that I need like professional camera and help. He always
Yeah, or
he
sometimes
always
I'm
helps
just
me.
doing the editing.
Pretty
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Oh, it's my brother. He's calling me because we have to finish the abstract app I'm launching on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Bro, we will be there in just a little bit. I'll let them know, I promise.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning on doing any in real life events? I mean, you're going to Dubai, so are you going to be at Token?
Uh, I think it will be short because token is in April. I
Is
think
it? Isn't it in like May or the end of April? No?
somewhere like this. I would love to be there, but yeah, I don't know.
Let's
So
see.
you guys, you guys, were you guys, either one of you, planning on moving to Dubai before you got together, or that's something where you're like, you got together and you're like, you know what, we have a good support system here now, maybe we can take on this adventure together?
Um, I planned to move to Dubai before starting Abstract. I was just in a process to renovate an apartment, and now the renovation is almost finished, so I need to sell it. And once it's sold, it was the plan to move. And so now, as I'm with Yuli, we are just moving there together, and I will keep working there, and then she will have maybe more opportunity. There will be more events there too, so it will be better for both of us, I would say.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty
I'm
much the industry community.
Yeah, yeah. I was also thinking about this like before we even like met, but I was still in a kind of like free fall, let's say. I was like, whatever happens, happens. I couldn't really plan. It's like my situation is kind of weird, because I'm Ukrainian. I left my country because of war. It's been more than 3 years. It's going to be 4 years soon since it started. And I was trying to just like find my place around the world, and I lived all over the Europe, and I was thinking either like if I can save up like enough money and try to move to Dubai because of the community and friends I have there, and the industry, or I would just like move to Asia and just try something completely new. I never been to Asia, so it was like kind of two side of a coin for me. It's either this or that, but yeah, I wasn't sure how I would do that, and now
Yeah,
we're here.
I want to remind our audience, be sure you are clipping this. There is some great relationship advice going on in here from some really awesome people in this ecosystem. So if there is one to clip, today is a good clip opportunity. And especially after these couple questions that I'm going to ask. So Yuli, as a woman in Web3, moving to a whole new place, right, can be intimidating. There's a lot more dynamic elements as a woman than as a man, and to move to Dubai is a big thing. So how are ways that is this making it easier for you to pursue different opportunities or feel supported in opportunities so you can kind of seize that a little better? Would you have moved to Dubai just on your own? Which, applauding anybody who can do that on their own, because I don't think I could. But to me, it just seems like this really big, exciting adventure that I think I would like be nervous to do.
Everybody would be nervous to do, and I think it would just take me maybe more time, but I would do that. Like, why not? I lived alone again, and moving from country to country with my two luggages only on my own, and sometimes I would just move to a place where I wouldn't know anyone in a country, and then I would just like find out that there are some people that I know, and we would meet and they would show me around. But being scared never stopped me, let's say. Like, do it scared, but do it, for example. So I could still do that, but it wouldn't be easy. But hey, life is not easy. That's why maybe it's beautiful. It's never easy. You're never gonna have this perfect time when you are free of all of your worries or problems. There's never gonna be this in your life ever. But again, it depends how you perceive that, and if you find the power within yourself to go through that. But
Damn,
of
you
course,
look that super based.
it's better having a supportive partner by your side. It's way better. And I remember we were walking, I think it was in Greece, and I just caught myself on this thought, and I told him that like, like we were holding hands. Whenever we are walking, we are holding hands, which is also like super important for me. And
I wasn't used to that before, and it
but
was like
now
I don't want to hand your hand, but yeah. Then after days, 1 week, 2 weeks, then I was used to it, and now I'm holding your hand all
Now
the
he's
time.
looking for my hand when we're out. So, and we were just walking, and I said, you know what? Life doesn't seem that scary when you have someone by your side, and when you have someone you love and you trust and you can rely on. Life doesn't seem that scary anymore.
That's adorable. I can't take it. That's super. Yuli, I love your sense of adventure and your sense of like, yeah, get in there and do it. Just do it even though you're scared and get the experience
You
and
will
go and
figure it out later.
yeah. I mean, there's so many things that people miss just by trying to overplan and say, well, I can't do this, but to be able to just take on the experience and say, you'll never know what happens until you just take that leap for
Yeah.
yourself and what you believe in. It's a really big deal. So damn, Yuli out here like dropping super base knowledge. I'm into it.
Oh.
So I do want to kind of recap like what you guys are actually individually doing in Web3. But before we get to that part, I kind of want to wrap this part up a bit, and I want a couple words from each one of you. If someone is looking to actually date and do that in the space of Web3, what are a few things that, like Yuli, you would tell any woman, hey, look for this. If you kind of notice this, that's probably not the person for you.
I would say that anything that I say right now, or any relationship advice you hear from anyone in the world, maybe you don't want to hear this, but it will not help unless you find your person. I'm still not sure how this whole thing works, but I've been a marriage consultant for a few years before. I had two couples married within 1 year from different countries. And even with all that knowledge that I had from just like seeing people, like older people in their like 40s 50s date and get married and all that, I still, like, with all that knowledge, it didn't help me to find a partner. I don't think it did. It just like, you have to find your person, but don't like don't push it. It will come when it's time. And when you're like desperately looking for someone, you will never ever find it until you just like stop and you realize, okay, these are the things that I want, and I will not settle for less. So for a woman, what I would say is that don't settle for less. And if a relationship feels that, like, if you feel that you would be better on your own, it's definitely not it. Like, don't go for it. And if you have certain qualities that you're looking for in a man, you will find that man again. Like, don't just stay or be with someone because you're scared to be alone, or many other reasons over there.
That's awesome advice. And I want to emphasize, I guess, you were not looking to date. It's not like you were pursuing anything. You just happen to be able to connect with somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that's super important, to just not be like looking at the space like a lion looking for a gazelle. You know?
Yeah.
So Theo, for you, what advice would you give to men in this space attempting
Yeah.
to date here?
Yeah. So today here, I would say even just the basics as a man, what you have to do is to put all your chance on your side if you want to grab the attention of this woman you have and you see on the timeline, or even if it's not on the timeline, on an event, anything else. Just try your best to look good. I don't know if it's just a haircut, just take care of yourself. Same, try to take care of your physique, of your body, to stay fit. It helps. Also, try to have a well-paid job. Try to have a business that you can generate money too. It will help. All of those things. Try to be kind, not an asshole. Try to just respect the woman, not harass them and send message. It's like boring to do that. So try to work on yourself, and you will put all the chance on your side to then be able to flirt or talk with the woman you always dreamed about, I would say.
I love that. So shower, have a job, and don't be an asshole. I feel like that is like the top 3 rules that men should be following here, maybe in general.
That's the pretty
But
basic.
And
know,
have abs. Have abs.
have abs,
Six
abs,
pack, please.
have abs and an AGW. Let me tell you.
Exactly. That's the minimum requirements.
Yeah, for sure. So, guys, like I said, you both are so awesome and working on so much. So, Theo, if you can tell me, give us a rundown of the things that you're working on and the things that people can find you in, I'd love to be able to kind of like send some focus that way.
Yeah, okay. So people can find me on X, Theo underscore JPEG, if they want. I'm currently building a free tool for creator on Abstract. It's just a tool that will like save hours to creators. I'm a creator and I spend so much hours. It was painful to just go and talk about a project. You have to maybe contact the project or go on their website in their docs just to find high quality logos or high quality visual assets. And sometimes you don't even find them. You have to screenshot, remove the background, and it's not high quality. So it's pretty annoying when you want to create high quality content. And I did that 30 times because I talked about 30 different abstract projects with high quality video, high hand editing in November, 1 per day. And yeah, I spent a lot of time on that. So I was like, it would be amazing to have a platform with just a simple platform. You see all the abstract project, you click on the project and you have all the visual assets ready to use, logos, some characters, everything. And so I built an app like this. I contacted every project and I'm trained to gather all the resources to have all visuals in one place for creators, so they save time on that.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty incredible and really unique to have in the ecosystem. Even for myself, like as somebody who, often looks for, okay, how can I create video about this? It's hard to kind of pull all those pieces together then and plan the content on top of that. So that's an incredible resource. Guys, if you're not paying attention to what Theo just said, I request that you
Yeah.
rewind this a little bit and hear that again and how awesome it is to be able to have that resource. So
This
thanks
is just
for
a
doing
gift
that.
for the community. Yeah, just a gift for the
It
community.
looks great. I saw it and it looks great.
Are you going to be testing it out a lot, Yuli?
Of course I will. It's working. It's working just out there. Yeah, just wait for it.
So and for you, Yuli, are things you're working on and where can people find your content?
Yeah, so my main platform is X. Obviously, it's Yuli Who. I'm still thinking about changing my handle, but everybody knows me like Yuli Who or Yuli K. If you type, you can find me. It's in my highlights, all my main video works. I'm having multiple gigs with different projects. There are a couple of announcements that I will make soon. I'm gonna have really nice partnership with a big famous project that I don't want to mention until I mention. And then I also I help with live streams and content. Warden Protocol, it's an everything AI platform. And I'm also into live streaming recently. Like I want to stream more and more. I'm still figuring out my way, like my schedule, what I'm going to stream, when. It's going to be on Abstract and on X both, I think. So yeah, it's mainly video content and just more and more high quality videos as much as I can.
Yeah, I think these days there's no such thing as just video content because the space is so depleted of quality content that finding good quality content creators who genuinely are invested in this space where it's like these are where my relationships are, this is where I'm actually growing, and not just like there's people who really don't seem to care about Web3. They just like to record videos or whatever. It is unique to find people like you who feel so genuine in the space. So I don't think it's a matter of being like just a content creator. I think you're a little more elevated than just a content creator. And honestly, I'm very grateful that you're part of our ecosystem, because it just gives, you're obviously, Theo saw it, so he kind of like swooped in, but you're a content creator. So I'm glad that you're a part of what we're doing here. But we are kind of coming up on the hour mark, and I do want to make sure that I talk about the other Abstract Asia shows that are coming up. And this Wednesday, 10 p.m. GMT8, we have Play to Win live stream between Abstract Chinese Guild and Tolling Universe. Next Monday, same time, we'll have May I Meet You Chinese episode, and that'll be hosted by Meow, our Abstract China team. And yeah, those are what we have coming up. Abstract Asia is doing lots of podcasts. And Meow, I've had the pleasure of hosting May I Meet You as well. Rose we've also had, and they're fantastic. So we'll have Michi and Yummy. And so excited to see that. I always have to have like the subtitles on the translator, but it's still fun anyway, so why not? You guys, it has been really, really awesome to have you. I appreciate you being able to kind of like show what a healthy relationship in Web3 can be. Even healthy friendships in Web3 can be challenging. So this isn't just like, oh, how do you date people, but really just be able to get along and connect to people in a real way that you're connected with here, to build something that's, you know, special in your real life too. So I'm going to give you a minute to say any last words or a message you want to give to the audience.
You have any last words?
You go first.
I don't really have any last words. It was like a cool conversation, you know. It was nice to also talk about it, to remember the things. And yeah, just guys, if you want to meet good woman, you have to work on yourself. That's
you have to be a good man. If you want to meet a good woman, be a good man. Work on yourself,
be a good man. Just like, it's very simple when you think about it. But you just need to apply that. And that's it.
They say if you want to date a good person, first you have to be that good person that somebody would want to date.
Yeah, exactly.
Or yeah, just also have those qualities in yourself that you're looking for in another person. And guys, be a gentleman. He's such a gentleman. He's opening doors for me, you know. He's handing me the coats, like all those nice little things that a gentleman would do. Just that is so nice. It makes me feel even more feminine and like a woman. And in this society, I feel it's very important.
Theo just mogging every guy in Web3. Oh my goodness. No, I mean, it's so awesome. Like, I really, really am happy for you guys. We're going to have to circle back and have you back in like a year, and we'll watch this.
You can do that.
We'll watch parts of this again and compare and see how things have changed and evolved since then. That I think that would be really, really fun. It's like nostalgic. Like, oh, look at us when we were, you know, brand new at this. And
let's do that.
Yeah. And thank you, and thank you, Abstract and Abstract Ecosystem, because I don't know how and when we would meet each other.
Never without it. Never.
No, you said we're soulmates, so we would have met, but differently. So yeah, it was just sooner rather than later.
Well, it can't be. It's abs mates here, you know, like
blockchain.
People were asking us to create a dating app, and I want this, so we should think about it.
I don't have the time for that.
Maybe later.
we don't have enough women in the ecosystem for that. There was a project.
We will onboard more women first.
There was a project. I will not name names, but they had a community, and they started a dating app, or, you know, like kind of date, and they had to shut it down for lack of women.
Oh
yeah, like, of course.
I'm like, cool. Yeah. Well, then, you know, maybe more guys should be acting like you, Theo, because there's not many here, so they need to be able to find the gems and identify them when they see them, and be able to treat them right, so that they're not stuck floating and watching more podcasts on how they have to learn how to act like human beings and take showers and go to the gym every once in a while so they can get a date. So, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. We will be back, like I said, on Wednesday. And yeah, guys, thanks again. Have a good one, everybody.
Green all over, green all over, green all over, green all over Asia. It's that hashtag thing, ay. Now they hopping on the hashtag wave. It's a only coming in first place. I can't have it any other way.